All right. So, lovely souls, we're going to start off with prayer. Okay? So, welcome. Dear God, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be humbled. I'm so grateful for every experience of spiritual warfare that I have experienced. And I understand that when I signed up for this assignment on planet Earth, I signed up for something pretty high energy. So I'm definitely investing into making sure I take care of my health, focusing on being grateful for this opportunity to not be afraid to express my emotions and know that it's safe for me to release what doesn't serve me. And I pray that all children in the world are healing and protected. All right, so we have a 3-pile pick a card, messages from your children. We're going to get information about past, present, and future. There are 3 piles, and whatever, if you come into this live, whatever one you come in on, or if you decide to watch it afterwards, well, it's something that you need to know, things like that. And this is a good time to be aware of what's going on in our children's lives. A lot of darkness is being exposed. A lot of children have been targeted by predators, so that they will continue curses. If you notice, predators don't really allow children to have a chance to be able to pick and choose how the experiences they want to experience. Why a lot of children are subjected to some sort of abuse. So if you notice, children are less happy, is because someone wanted to continue generational curses, okay? And a lot of children are going to be being freed from that, because a lot of light workers' assignment on this planet we call Earth is to be the truth speaker, so that children will be able to heal. Because what was taking place in the past was that a lot of children were being subjected to so much spiritual warfare, they got used to having that negative energy just clogged in their bodies, so they could continue attracting toxic negative energy back to back. So they would feel that they were trapped in a reality of pain. However, because that's an illusion, and a lot of us light workers are breaking that illusion, and we're here to let people know, especially children, wake up from the illusion. You can get through this, and you are more powerful than anything that wants to destroy you. Well, we're answering the call. So if you're possibly, watching this, you are possibly answering the call that you are supposed to be doing. Now we have 3 piles, and we're going to find out messages from your children, past, present, and future. And without further delay, I will see what the pile of choice that you choose. You already know the information is in the description box. All right. Hey, Pal One. So thank you for being present. I actually did something I've always wanted to do. I basically pulled some cards and different cards, and we're going to do it, So I've always wanted to do this, and you know what I love about this? Like, the cards just look so different, stuff like that. So it was really fun pulling the cards together. So whew. Anywho, I just looked and saw those cards. So when I picked the cards, I didn't look at them, and I was just like, "Dear God, let me." There's a purpose for these messages that I'm about to share, but I'm starting to see it's not all bad. It's just the way I'm looking at it. So I guess the message for this reading is, don't expect the worst, parents. You might be noticing your child is going through some spiritual warfare. Do not expect the worst. Keep praying and keep doing your part, and know that you and your loved ones are safe and protected. Alrighty. So the overall energy of Pile 1, your children are protected by Archangel Jophiel. She is helping them find reasons to find joy. Okay. She's also healing their sacral chakra, especially if they have experienced sexual abuse. She's helping them break curses connected to sexual abuse if your children have dealt with that. But she's also helping them learn how to balance their own sacral chakra and teaching them how to protect it so that they can experience more joy and discover different unique ways of healing through the art of joy. Okay. Let's see if I can pick up on anything else. Yeah, with this sigil, like I don't know what this actually means, but your children are very safe and protected. They're finding creative ways to protect themselves, okay? And they're being assisted by Archangel Jophiel. And angel number 9 is definitely standing out to me. So shine bright tonight. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh my gosh, your children are facing their fears of Rihanna outside. Shine bright like a diamond is playing. Your children are facing their fears of what will happen to me if I shine my light bright. I do feel that they're coming up with a lot of pushback, but Archangel Jophiel is with them. Okay. Yeah. So just know that joy is going to be something very important to your in your children's life. They're going to be very vocal about what makes them happy. So just, listen to them and take the time to understand it. Don't try to control it. Okay. So this is past energy. Messages from your children. Sacred temple. What is going on? I feel as if what's going on? I don't understand what's going on. Things have been rapidly changing. And not in a way where it's uplifting and progressive. Things have been changing for the worst. What's going on? I need to connect back to myself. I need to connect back to where I've come from. So it's sacred temple. I feel as if your children in the past experienced a dosage of reality of the world that they came into. It's easy to see the propaganda that's painted on the TV, and it's easy to absorb the subliminals of the world. But your children, your child, if you pick pile 1, felt some kind of despair at the reality of the world. Your child is very deep. And they are very slow to understand, which is a beautiful thing, because in the past, your child took the time to understand why it is they felt what they felt. It's like your child wanted to understand the laws of the land, only to discover that what was being put out was not in alignment with who they are. So I feel as if in the past, your child had some kind of struggle with who they are and who they aren't. There was blurred lines of what is wrong and right. I feel like your child received a lot of misinformation, wrong information, so they could disconnect from their spiritual bodies. So this sacred temple here is telling me that you have a very special child who came here for a very special reason. And this abruptness of realities was very, it helped them understand to go within. It helped them to understand, to question. So be mindful that because of this past traumatic experience, your child has a lot of questions, a lot of curiosity about the world, and they open up to people who are truly open-minded and who truly have their best interests at heart. So some people may think that they understand your child, but they truly don't understand your child. So from past experience, your child may have had experiences following this where they were surrounded by people and felt lonely and could not actually understand why. So this past experience or accumulation of experiences really helped your child learn to understand, to keep sacred parts of themselves to themselves. That's beautiful. Let me get some of this food. Yeah. So, well, I'm starting to understand as a parent, we want the best for our children, but maybe the best that for our children is completely different than what we imagined it to be. Because I thought what would be best for my child is if she didn't have the experience growing up with narcissists like I did. I didn't want her to be hurt like I was. But God has a bigger plan. So, parents of Power One, you can just simply learn to trust God, that God has a bigger plan. You're still here. And sometimes we may think, if I break a generational curse, everything will be all right and perfect for my child. No, because your child came here for their own reason, and it's our job as parents, especially as conscious parents, to support our children's journey. You know, when they go through difficult times, it's not for us to airplane them or micromanage them or be like, okay, let me come in and save the day for you. Because I'd love to do that. However, I'm learning that our children are so strong that it's important that we allow them to discover that inner strength, but also give them that pure mother's love and father's love that they deserve. Because Power Woman, I'm picking up about your child, they're very independent. They don't want someone who's going to be codependent on their energy and all up in their business. They want someone that they can have philosophical conversations with that's genuine. This is not the type of child where you can just, I'm philosophical, I want to talk about the universe, I want to talk about all the things that you like. They don't want that. They want someone where it naturally happens and where everything is genuine, and they want conversations that will have them, you know, think long term about how to apply the building blocks to their lives for their own foundation. So, because these experiences they had, you know, definitely helped them learn what they like and don't like. And I feel like if you're watching this, Power One, It's meant for you to just really be there present with your child, and you know, give them opportunities to express what they like and to include those things into daily activities when you're with them. It'll definitely help them heal from those past things that definitely traumatized them. Let's go into the present. We have the Four of Swords. So messages from your children. I wish things could be still and quiet, but things are moving so fast. I'm learning to acclimate to the change, and I'm learning to accept that this moment is just temporary. So I feel as if your child is getting used to change. The Four of Swords in reverse says, you know, there was a point in time where things were stagnant for them, but now things aren't stagnant. With the chakras, um, you know, being flipped upside down, there's been a lot of karma going on in a lot of places, and your children are seeing the universal laws take action. So they're learning how to not get in where they fit in, but they're learning the laws of the universe by watching others who are causing their own suffering. Your children are learning presently at a deep level what is so important to them. They're learning what they want to keep in their life and what they're going to get rid of. You may have a lot of people underestimating your child, Pal One, because your child may not say a lot, and they may, you know, seem to just go along with the changes quite well, but your child is wise enough to understand this is not for me, and when I can break free, I'm going to free myself from this situation. Let me get some more food. Your child also likes to eat good food. So good food with philosophical conversation will be very good bonding times. As long as it's genuine, they don't mind, you know. If it's in alignment with the universe, your child loves it. Your child is very optimistic. Very optimistic. We did have Archangel Jophiel, the angel of joy. The Archangel of joy with your child. Your child can turn the ugliest situation into something beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna give me some tea too. Your child is also very authentic. Your child might be in this present moment, kind of like doing a fly on the wall stuff to really understand things. Because as I said, they're learning from watching other people make the same mistakes over and over. That's why that Four of Swords card was there as well, because your children or child is watching people do the same thing over and over, and they're trying to get an understanding. Why are you doing that? I have a solution how you could work through that, but I'm starting to see that even if I tell you, you're still not going to do it. So your child's kind of studying some toxic behavior to understand the compulsiveness, so they can be able to protect themselves from the compulsiveness, but also as well as to be mindful if they have it within themselves, how to stop themselves from repeating those cycles as well. So you have some very attention to detail oriented children, probably. And your children presently can show you a different way to look at some very adverse situations. All right. Okay. We shall continue. Let's look at the future. So this is the 7 of spades, and on it has memoirs. I'm gonna show you the picture too. This is so. I'm so glad I got this deck. Okay, playing cards, memoirs, way better than your life. Pretty much like your life, way worse than your life. I feel as if future-wise, your child's going to look back on how they used to view life. Like they'll have memories of, how whatever memories and how they view their memories, they might categorize it and look back over it and create something a better aspect of their life based off of overcoming illusions of the past. Like with way better than your life, I feel as if, at one point in time, someone tried to create the illusion for your child that, you're not good enough and you have to compete just to get something. So your child may go through a phase where they're quite competitive, but because your child is very peaceful by nature, they're eventually going to release that. And then with pretty much like your life, your child may go through a stint of stagnancy and then experience some kind of spiritual warfare that leads up to them standing their own ground so that they can move from that stagnant energy. And then way worse than your life, your child will go through a period of just gratefulness and grace where they're going to be so happy for the simplicity of life. And with the and because it says memoirs, I feel like your child is going to be very grounded in who they are and just, humble and grounded because they're going to appreciate where they came from. Like I said, your child is very optimistic by nature, and they're going to look back at all the illusions that they experienced and they're just going to be grateful for it because they're going to create something beautiful from it. It's like I feel like your child is very deep, and they're going to, you're going to be able to have these conversations with them where your mind is just expanded and you're able to better your life. And also feel that because of the situations your child has experienced in the past, in the present, when you guys have a connection, it's not going to be a very shallow connection. Anyone who's shallow, your child will not want to be around them. Anyone who is dishonest, your child will not want to be around them. Anyone who, is into manipulation of any kind, their child will not want to be around them. And they're going to know how to diplomatically get rid of these people, because I really feel your child's going to be highly sought after for something in the future. And your child's going to, understand the layers of strength that it takes to be present in a world that wants you to be disconnected from yourself. So pat yourself on the back, mommy or daddy, because your child is a warrior. And this child deserves alkaloids. So I also feel like people don't give them their proper credit. So, send them prayers, write something that you love about them. So I'm actually going to implement that myself. What I love about, and you can do it every day. And it'll be a really good way for you to, connect with them. Because when you share this with them, and they're gonna be able to recognize you paid attention to the small things, and others did not pay attention to the small things. They paid attention to the surface things. And this is going to help your child as they're, transitioning into adulthood and breaking free of all illusions. They're going to really be able to release resentment of the past so that they can, look back and just be grateful for it. Like, your children are here to let you know, do not worry, pal one. You know, things may be sticky. You may be in a bit of a sticky situation, but you're going to get through it. You know, I feel like this child or children or child that we're talking about that you have was meant to come into your life so that you would, you know, take off the blindfolds, the rose colored glasses, the Disney picture of what life is supposed to be, so that you could just be in alignment with the universe, because this child is already in alignment with the universe. Okay. And it will make it easier for you to have a relationship with them if you are in alignment with the universe, okay? Because they don't like people that plan things, you know, strategically to the point this is a trigger for them. Like if someone says, okay, so we're gonna go hang out for a couple of hours, they're already like, but if you're like, hey, if the universe has us meet up and we do this thing, let's do it. They're like, let's see if you really mean it. And if you have boundaries and you're like, and you're energy sensitive and you're like, I feel as if you want time to yourself and I honor and respect that, so go take care of you, they will love to be around you. And if you actually honor that, it's like the relationship with your child, a lot of people are going to envy it, because they're going to wish, how is it that you and your child, you both look young and you both have this open communication and you guys have fun together? How do you have this, you know, connection? And it's just what I'm sensing is that you get in alignment with the universe and you will have a great relationship with your child. Okay, that is it for Power One, and I hope that helped you, beautiful souls. Okay. This fell over, so means light it. Power two, welcome, beautiful, lovely souls. About to honor. Oh, angels. This incense is called angel. It's interesting. Blessed be, bless all the angels, and I just want to thank all the angels who are with us. Thank you for everything. And we'll make a wish. I wish all children in the world are safe and healed and protected from all evil. All right, lovely souls of power 2. Thank you for patience and just cooling and vibing and just being. You get some more food and we'll get into your cards. That's cool. So I'm seeing the smoke like show up as shadows on the wall. It's very cool. Okay. Hello, beautiful pal too. I'm picking up you lovely souls are very patient, and I want to say thank you. Mother Mary, purity of heart. So, you guys are really great parents. You are, your parenting is targeted by a lot of toxic people. A lot of people may actually be trying to turn your children against you. They want the attention of your children. It does such a pure heart. And don't change your heart because others don't like that you're showing them there's a better way to do things, how to cleanse and heal generational curses of abuse and toxic parenting, parent-children dynamics. And you guys are doing that. You know, even if you're close or afar, you're healing your children from afar energetically. And with this sword in the heart, I feel like you've been hurt a lot, pal one. So your children might be very sensitive as well, have naturally pure hearts and things like that. They also may have been victimized due to their hearts being so beautiful, you know? And I feel like you're starting to understand the importance of forgiveness because you understand if you take on the attributes of evil men, you know, due to great grief of knowing how the world is, it's not going to make a difference. So sometimes you and your children may be in situations where it's like, why am I being kind-hearted here? Why am I being the bigger person? Just trust the process. Your peace. Peace attracts war. Out of your hands, you know what I mean? So let me get some more food and I'm gonna but peace always, you know, people, they say they want to fight for peace, but tyrants just want to fight for control. So you and your children may come up against tyrants. You have a lot of people trying to butt in the way you do things, the way you have a relationship with your children. You know, they'll project their nastiness of how they feel about their broken parent-child relationships onto you. But the relationship with your children is very peaceful. The child's very peaceful. Okay. I don't like washing dishes that much, but I do enjoy it because the interaction with the water. But I'll eat straight out the pot, y'all. So I also feel like as a parent, you got a heart of gold. You know, don't take stuff too seriously. You don't judge your kids. You don't try to make them feel, I'm looking for something. You don't try to make them feel like they gotta conform or do anything a certain way. Like, I feel like you give your children the respect that you know they deserve. You know, I feel like as a parent, you probably didn't grow up with people that respected the fact that you wanted to express your individuality. So I feel like your children are very unique. And you know, sometimes despite you, people try to bottle it up, your children's uniqueness. They try to capitalize off your children, you know. Your children are so creative and peaceful. People like to underestimate your children. They like to think your children are dumb, but your children are highly intelligent. You know, the purer your heart is, the more smarter you are. Like you got people that want to get latched on to your children so they can take your children's inheritance, and yet your children still maintain a pure heart. So your children are really teaching you and setting an example to stay pure hearted. It doesn't matter how bad it gets, stay pure hearted, man. Your children are setting an example for you. Because I feel like a lot of people try to turn you cold too. They try to basically, there's people that want your children to get hurt so bad. They want your children to turn into the monsters that they are. So they can energy feed off your children, energy harvest off your children. I feel like the same thing is somewhat happening for you, but in a much more aggressive way. And I feel like you are overcoming the last bit of spiritual warfare that has been targeted towards you to energy harvest off of you, okay? Now let's go messages from your children in the past. So we have Rise 22. So some of your children were subjected to, I'm gonna be honest, trigger warning, molestation. So they had a Kundalini awakening at an early age. But with the rise here, they did not let the hearts of evil men turn them into something that they're not. I feel as if your children don't understand what it's like to have a childhood. But they're getting closer to God because they understand that something happened in the past that shouldn't have happened. Your children learned how to overcome adversity at a very young age, but what really did it for them was that the adversity kept coming back to back to back to back to back to back to back at such a consistent pace that they had to learn to either give in to the bullying and the pressures of the outside world in every way possible, energetically, emotionally, mentally, physically. However, they were experiencing spiritual warfare, they had to learn how to rebirth. So your children are quite intelligent due to learning how to outmaneuver really evil men and women. I'm sorry to say that, but presently we have the Daughter of Cups. So your children are learning how to express their emotions. They're learning how to release shame and guilt and resentment towards themselves. Some of them were self-harming themselves because, you know, other people's demons that had latched onto them was really trying to get them to commit suicide. You know, these some heavy, dark messages. This is the world that we currently living in this moment, but it won't be like this forever. So your children are learning how to cleanse their emotional body. Your children are learning how to be present for themselves. Your children are learning how to reparent themselves. I feel there's some people possibly around your children who was trying to turn your children against you and say, well, this is what a responsible parent would do. And I feel like your children are going to be so non-judgmental, but have really great boundaries and a sense of awareness and be able to express to others. That's what you choose to do. Everybody's different. I'm going to take the time to understand someone's story at a soul deep level instead of judging based off of what I see on the outside in this present moment. So presently, your children are learning to alchemize every negative thing that happens to them, and it's pissing off a bunch of people who wanted to see your children get stuck to them. They wanted your children to be like yes men and women to them. They wanted to emotionally manipulate your children. They wanted to basically keep your children under their thumb. They did not want your children to reach their destiny. But the kicker is your children do. So it's like the smaller your children are, the more, deviant people are like, well, they'll grow out of it. But the older your children get and they start expressing independence, there's family members just like trying to make them feel bad, downplay them, try to trigger them emotionally. And the less your children start to react to them, it's like people just want to bombard your children presently with distraction after distraction. So now your children are learning how to release toxic emotions and realize that if just simply expressing themselves through a creative talent is enough for this moment, that's enough, because your kids have a lot of big dreams. Some of them feel as if I feel like it's never gonna happen, but I'm gonna just keep dreaming and do this thing to help me get through it. And this is exactly what is going to propel them to make their dreams come true. The thing that they're using to get through the painful moments is what is going to help them have a huge spiritual and financial breakthrough. Okay. All right. And present, we have 5 of spades. So this right here clarifies to me that when some of your children experience molestation, so future-wise, I feel as if your children are going to expose the person, the people, or organizations that are involved in sexual crimes. You see how it says Nancy Drew Mysteries, the later years? Nancy Drew and the missing house keys. I know I left them right there, she said. Nancy Drew and the mystery of the 8 pounds. How did I gain 8 pounds? I eat nothing. And Nancy Drew and the secret of the computer. You and I are going to be great friends. This is beautiful. Your children are going to find ways to alchemize all that pain into power. And they're going to expose a lot of people. That's why you may have and realize you're experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare. Your children are experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare. And you may notice your throat chakras are being highly targeted. It's because your children are going to expose war. And not the war that you can see or is bloody. Your children are going to expose the war where the unseen wars, I once asked myself a question. How do you how do you get evidence of something that can't be seen? If you can't catch the person on camera doing it, how can you expose them? I feel like you and your children or child that we're talking about came here to expose a lot of darkness. The darkness where you can't actually see people doing it, but you can feel it, The throat chakras of your children and you are so powerfully strong that it will amaze you what your children have to say. Thank you for the support. Your children are so strong that when they share their perspective about trigger warning, acts of molestation that they have experienced, you're going to feel empowered by it. Because as a parent, no one wants to know that their child has been hurt in a certain way. But your children are going to show you, I am a phoenix. I am a lotus flower. And your children are going to help you learn how to laugh again. Because I feel like you and your children came to this planet for something big, and you've been experiencing a lot of spiritual warfare to stop you. And so maybe as a parent, you've been feeling guilty. Like, what if I'm, not there for my child the way I feel my child should be, have someone there for them? Your child knows what love is. Power too, and they know what love is not. Your child is very unique and expresses himself in a very unique way. And if you just take the time to understand their unique form of expression, you'll be able to have a natural flow of communication and connection with them. And anyone who tries to, force their opinions and beliefs on your child, and they may say something along the lines of, well, this is how she does, or she does this when they feel a certain way, but the child is like, no, I don't do that because of that. Anyone who is trying to force or trying to project onto your child will actually end up losing your child. Because I really feel like your child is very, very understanding, very introspective, and they really like to understand things at a deeper level. But your child is so deep that, let's say someone could try to emotionally manipulate the shit out of them for a long period of time, your child would eventually be like, look, I've been doing a lot of introspection and I'm starting to get some things together. And with that Nancy Drew, your child is a natural detective too. On the card here, the Nancy Drew series, the later years, your child is a natural detective. Your child is a natural detective. So your child is not going to be the one that's easily fooled. Though people may think your child is easily fooled, as we stated, your child's peaceful, very creative. They would like to capitalize off your child, just as they would like to capitalize off of you, but it's harder to get to you because you're a parent. But your child is a natural detective, and they're going to find out the truth about any lies that have been told about them, about you. They're going to get to the root of everything. So I guess parents, if you are walking in on PAL 2, or you went to PAL 2, I do apologize for some of the heavy messages I put out. However, your child is really helping you see that it's something bigger going on. A lot of times when we have this human experience, we can experience so much pain that we just want to run away from our troubles. But if you realize you're still standing, you're still able to make sound decisions, and you feel the pain, and you're being conscious of how you treat yourself and others, that's power. I used to think power was, oh my gosh, magical abilities. No. Power is being able to understand someone's emotionally trying to trigger me right now, and I have a choice. I have choices. I could react or respond And even though I understand how it feels when this particular trigger is triggered, I'm going to choose to be the bigger person. Even if it hurts. So you could do some creative endeavors, because I feel as sensitive as you are, your children are. Do not fret for your child. Your child's not being messed with, you know, just it could have happened in the past, and if it did, your child is alchemizing it. Your child did not let someone else's demons be the determination of their future, okay? So, and don't you let someone else send a spiritual warfare your way be the reason you stop what you came here to do, pal, too. You set an example for your kids, okay? And let's see, what is the karma of the wicked people who hurt your children? What is the karma of the wicked people who hurt Pal 2's children? Death. This is the world. There in the coffin, straight death. 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. That smells good. Yeah, your children are protected. Your children are surrounded by angels. Because I wasn't noticing the smell before, and the smoke was, you know, all over there, but now it's starting to come over here. With 4 of Pentacles here, those who hurt your children in any way, they're going to experience a lot of disharmony in their home. And anything that is associated with disharmony, disease, famine, poverty, they're going to attract all that is connected to disharmony, and it's going to lead them to their own death. It's going to be a death set up personally for them. You know, it's going to be a death like their worst nightmare of dying. You know, one would say, I would hate to die this way. And if they said it and you try to put that same death on everybody, some would mind it. Some would just, they would bounce back from it just fine. But this person's death is so strategically set up specifically for them. They will regret ever lying to your child when they hurt your child. Okay. So, Pal 2, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Pal 2. Have a beautiful, lovely day. Hey, beautiful Pal 3. Thank you for being here. So I don't have any beans to eat, because during the other 2 pals, if you happen to watch one of those or something like that, I was just eating and drinking tea, and now I don't have any more beans, and now I can just focus on drinking tea, and it's making me so happy right now. There's something very sacred and ritualistic about you and your children. Archangel Jeremiel is with your children. Visions, dreams. Your children could be having dreams about you. Let's say someone lies on you, and in dreams, your children are able to see the truth. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of astral travel. Your children are very reflective, but your children could be having dreams about you, the truth of who you are. And if you picked PAL 3, dear parent, you are actually on your North Node. Your North Node may not look like what you thought it would look like, but you are definitely on the path of your North Node, okay? You are the ancestor who they think about with high regard. You know how okay, so let's think about it. You know how you got some families where this is my grandma, they will say, and the grandma might be bitter and people just tolerate the person because of their age. No, not with y'all. Y'all the ones that break generational curses and start up, a legacy of whatever it is that's in your heart. And people talk about, oh, my grandfather or grandmother, they sacrificed a lot for us. And now, our family, we have a healthy relationship. In fact, we give back to our grandmother, not because we feel like we're opposed to do it, or we feel like we're, binded to do it, but because we just truly want to. It's like you guys are going to be the people who you get to reap the benefits of all your hard work, all the sacrifices you're making. You're going to be able to see your children's children, grandkids and stuff like that, not have to suffer the way you did. And you may have some people from your past like, well, I'm the matriarch of this family, I set the rules. No, you're breaking all the rules that do not serve anyone. And so you are a trailblazer. I feel like you may have some matriarchs in your family who are highly envious and jealous and possessive of your energy. And they're like, nope, PAL 3, we're going to overshadow you. So they're trying to maybe compete for your children's attention because they can feel they're losing your children energetically. But all the work you're doing so that you and your children's children can have that future is going to pay off. And while you may be coming up against a lot, just understand that you will be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, and know that your children's children are going to be able to enjoy a good life, not having to live in fear of spiritual warfare, things like that. Okay, so let's look at the present energy of your past, forgive me. Well, some of your children might be expecting new life, but if they're adults and things like that, and they might be getting their chakras in alignment, they might have had spontaneous spiritual awakenings, things like that. But if your child is a young one the past energy I'm picking up, your child's favorite place was in your stomach, where it was free of negativity. Like you might have still been going through your stuff, but I feel like
when your child came out into the world, it was, what in the hell have I got myself into? You know, I wish I could stay here in my mother's stomach forever. So if you and your child may not be getting along in this moment, just know as you ascend spiritually, things like that, your child is receiving the healing as well. It's just showing up differently for them. And in divine timing and things like that, you'll be able to connect with your child. You know, the connection between the your a mother's a pure hearted mother's womb and her children protects the child. Okay, now the world beats up on a lot of feminine energy so that the connection between child and mother can be toxic. So that's why you may notice there's a lot of people trying to make you cold hearted, power three, so that you can have a disconnect from your children. But no, you past energy, you and your children are very close. Your child and children remembers their best times being in your stomach, and they forgive you too because they realize you didn't understand a lot of what was going on. Okay, they understood that you were, you know, a baby in spirituality, and they're understanding what it's like to be a baby in spirituality. Okay, so that is past energy, and that's beautiful. I did not realize 2 extra cards came out for present. Well, let's get into it. We have the Sun card and the Seven of Cups. So presently, a lot of lies are being exposed. Your children were subjected to a lot of lies, and it's being exposed. So what I'm picking up from this Seven of Cups, your children are starting to understand people like who they say they is. You know, they're coming to the point where they're just like, why you act like that, but you don't even seem happy while you're doing it? If that makes you happy, why does it look as if you're suffering? Why do you feel like you're suffering? Your children are starting to also recognize that they're empaths. Like if they didn't know, then they're starting to understand. There's a lot of lies coming to the surface. So the people who lie to your kids, they it's like you okay. I'm gonna try to paint this picture, Power Three. You know how you see these adults who just kind of like, I'm right and you're wrong, and you have to do what I say because I'm bigger than you. And then you catch them in a lie, and they're like, it doesn't matter, I'm bigger than you. But then other people expose a lie on them as well because they're trying to hide their tracks. And then the person's just like, they're in the position of that wounded child that they are, and so they try to seek solace from an innocent spirited being like your child, and it's just like they're thinking because your child's not judging them that your child doesn't know what they're capable of. But I'm sensing your child is just like, I'm not going to develop resentment towards you. I already know what I can lose if I develop resentment towards you. I'm gonna forgive you and learn how to set healthier boundaries with you, because I'm starting to see you can dish it out, but you don't like when it's served back to you, and that is not the type of people I want around me. Like I feel in this present moment, a lot of illusions are coming to the surface. I also feel as if PAL 3, you had a lot of people trying to take on your energy. So your children were highly confused when they heard things about you. And then they started to see because these people took on your energy. They started to attract a spiritual warfare that you attract. And then these people started getting worn the fuck down. So they couldn't keep up your personality very long. So now your children, this is how why a lot of scandals being revealed. And so your children are starting to get an understanding, starting to ask questions. Why would you act like that if that's not who you are? Like, that don't make sense. And the people around them actually cannot put together why. Like, they're starting to see how addiction is driving some people off the wall. Like, they're starting to see, adults around them who like to parade as if they're much more wiser than them, falling prey to their own addictions. And they're just like, let me take time to really understand what's going on here at a deeper level, because I'm really starting to see that you're not who you say you is. So this is really showing your children how to identify narcissists. And you may be thinking, no child should have to go through that, but there's a higher purpose for everything. No parent wants to know that their children have dealt with some really ugly people, but it's important to understand that you've dealt with it. And instead of, you doing like the narcissist, trying to keep your child dumbed down so you can control your child, you're going to be the parents who lets your child know what's going on. All right, let's look in the future. We got 5 of Hearts, okay? All right, so I'm not picking up that your children are going to be sad and miserable and lonely. I'm really picking up that your children are going to, be taking it easy on their minds, bodies, and souls, Like, I feel as if the legacy you're bringing into this reality is one of self-care. Not where, okay, we just fought a long, hard battle for 17 years straight, and let's go celebrate and party. I feel like your legacy and you are the type of people who are going to be like, wait, we just fought a long battle. And yes, I'm grateful for all the lessons, but let me look at the blessings I have. And your legacy's protected, okay? Your children protected, you're protected, your aunt, like you're protected. You're gonna be like, I'm about to go relax. And when people, if people try to put pressure on you, like, so you done relaxing? No, bro. Like, how long you gonna be relaxing? As long as I want to, because your children understand how emotional crimes can really impact the physical body. So health is going to be very important for you and your family, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And it's going to show up differently in everybody's lives. So whoever's watching this, as you're watching this, you beautiful, brave souls, you might, even if 7 people watch this, as long as like, every legacy is going to be completely different, but able to coexist with other peaceful legacies. Okay. So I'm picking up on, like, different legacy oriented people working together, starting up, things that helps better society, creating opportunities where light workers aren't working with straight energy vampires and getting bamboozled. And then, like, the low key press, your family's gonna be able to be well known but be so low key, ain't nobody gonna know what y'all doing. They gonna just be like, oh, Pal 3 and they family came out with something new. Where they find the time to do that? I feel like this 5 of Hearts is from people, thinking, I got to outdo Pal 3 and their family. So if they were on a first class ticket, let me overwork my body so I can afford a first class ticket and a trip to Dubai. Even though I'm not going to enjoy it, I'm going to be miserable as shit. At least Pal 3 will know I'm better than, will know I can do what you can do. But really, also, picking up, you guys are gonna have people like hella just competing with y'all. You guys gonna just really be chilling. It says don't sweat the small stuff for the next half hour. The health of your family, and you're gonna be so good because you guys just gonna simplicity. You can lose a pound per year. You guys are not gonna put like unrealistic expectations on yourself with your health. Like, I want to get rid of this disease overnight, so let me do a spell and get rid of it and not change up any habits. You guys are gonna just be like connecting some other Gaia, going back to the natural way of doing things. I even feel like you might even, only be doing natural births in a very sacred place in your home so the outside world doesn't have any access to you. Okay? The joy of having dinner, watching a good movie, and going to sleep. So what you guys gonna be doing, gonna be looking like it's so Pal 3 and their family is doing something so fucking awesome again. And you literally are just going to be having a good time. And with this 5 of hearts, I feel like you guys are going to be transmuting and alchemizing all toxic, negative emotions into power. For example, because you're going to be able to enjoy the simplicity of living your life to the fullest, by just being present in each moment. It's like when you guys eat dinner, people going to be like, that's some good food. But when they eat it, it's going to be like, I wish I had the plate that Pal 3 had, So what I'm picking up, future wise, you and your children, messages from your children, they're letting you know. And I said I would show it to you, like, that just simplify your life, and what you can learn from the 5 of cups energy or 5 of hearts energy is that when you carry a lot of emotional baggage, you tend to overdo things. You tend to take on too much unnecessary responsibility, which gets you into karmic cycles. Okay, so your children are saying, take it easy on your body. Don't feel any pressure or guilt about what is currently taking place right now. Don't fear for your life. Know you're divinely guided and protected. And just realize everything is working out the way it's supposed to. So some of you guys may have missed some pivotal moments of your children's lives, or the moments that people, development stages where people say you want to be here for your children. I feel like some people on purpose made you guys miss pivotal moments of your children's lives because they wanted you to feel left out in the cold. They wanted you to feel like, well, look, I saw them walk for the first time. Look, I was there at their graduation. Look what I did. But really, they didn't actually get develop a relationship with the child. They can be able to repeat over and over and over to the child. I was there when you first walked, but the child's going to be able to connect on an emotional level from a healthy perspective. However, and be able to speak their truth and realize, yeah, you were there, but the truth behind what was going on at that time is this. You may even have people try to argue with your children so that they can, get your children stuck in conflict and form a trauma bond. But the children will be like, look, do what you're going to do. But at this point, I understand that during that time you were there, this is what you were feeling, and this is the actions you were taking to express that emotion. And what you did hurt a lot of people. And I understand that if I give into this emotional manipulation right now, I'm going to just end up in another toxic cycle of just hitting a dead end wall of open, honest communication with you. And I don't deserve that. So that is it for Power 3. I'm just really grateful that you guys have this beautiful, trajectory. Like, I really hope that this helps you guys, and thank you. All right, and we'll close it out with some beautiful music. So the sun's out. I'm gonna get some fresh air, but I really want to do one about dreams. Your people's dreams and where you're going, and then I'm gonna go get some fresh air. It definitely is it's like 60 degrees today. You know, being in NY, like I used to think I just want to live in California. I want to live by the beach. Like I love the diversity of California. I mean New York. Okay. I love the diversity of New York and I would love to go to California. Um, but I'm starting to see home is wherever my heart is. And as long as I treat my heart kind and you know the way she deserves to be treated, we home wherever we at. So NY is home. I don't know how long, but I just want to say I'm so grateful for this beautiful place. New York is truly a beautiful place, man. I really love like, you know, Times Square because it's like a whole bunch of universes in one. You know, like anything can happen in Times Square, man. It's just straight magic. You never know who you're gonna run into in Times Square. So, like, if you ever get the chance to visit New York, don't believe the hype where, oh my gosh, New York is a bad place. Oh my gosh, I would not go to New York, man. Um, New York this, New York that. You know, you gotta come here for yourself. Like it's funny because you know, my karmic families, they was like karmic family was like, they'll eat you alive out there. And it's cause basically when I was born, they dumbed me down to the point where I didn't, because I was, they dumbed me down, abused me, beat me, put curses on me, raped me, all kinds of shit. And then they did everything to cover it up. And then it was like, well, you shouldn't go to New York. You'll be eaten alive. Okay. Are you sure? You know, so then I just got to the point where, you know, my spiritual journey led me here. And honestly, I don't even know why that happened. All I know is the day that actually I'm gonna tell y'all about that. I was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I was with my ex, and I was under a lot of heavy spiritual warfare, and I was on my third trimester, and he had got money from his stimulus check, and we got a hotel for a couple of days, and we bought tickets to get on a Greyhound. Now we had ordered a Greyhound, not a Greyhound. We ordered a Uber to pick us up from the hotel because the train, the Greyhound was leaving like around 6 or something in the morning, and on the Uber site it said they could send someone to us at like some random time in the morning, like 5 or 3 or 4. So I don't exactly remember, but they said that they could do it. Right. So when the morning came, we got last minute, like within 2 hours, and the Greyhound station was a good away from the hotel we were at, and I didn't have the energy to walk like that and stuff like that, you know. I was in my third trimester, but it was a place we could afford at the time. Well, all of a sudden they canceled. So we went around asking certain people, hey, can you give us a ride here? Can you give us a ride to the Greyhound? We'll pay you gas money. Um, there was a woman who was like, I'll give you a ride if you help me catch my dog. And at that, it was a test for me. Am I going to like lower my standards for this fuck shit? We was like, no, I'm good. Um, and walked away. And my intuition, because we was in a hotel where there was a lot of drugs going on. Intuition said, go ask this man. And we went and asked the man, and he said, yeah, I'll take it. And I thought we was gonna be late. I was rushing him. And he was just like, I'm not gonna let you rush me. In fact, we got there just in the nick of time. I remember it was cold. December 29th or December 31st. It was cold. I was bundled up. I was didn't know why I was under spiritual warfare, things like that. Didn't know I was sleeping with the enemy. But we got there just in time, got on the bus, and passed through a lot of beautiful cities. And I knew I'm on a new beginning. I thought I was with my twin flame. And then it was like, when we got here, you know, my ex's demons from his past showed up in family members that he liked to put on mask with, and they turned against me, so he turned against me. See, when it was just me and him, it was just, you know, like, I'm good. But the test was, how you gonna act when you around other people? I was consistently myself, whoever I was around, and he turned his back on me because a bunch of people talked him into trying to get me hospitalized so they could take my child. So I wouldn't be able to have access to my child. You know, we were staying with his sister, who got the same birthday as me. This is some crazy shit. And his godmama, and they had addiction problems. They was into crack and cocaine and shit like that. Wow. And the woman reminded me of my mother, someone who did everything she could to hide the fact that she did not stop her addiction. And being around those people helped me realize I have to be honest about how I feel, because how I really feel, let me be 100 about it. I feel like I'm around the same people and like I'm trying to fit in so that I won't get called out of my name. I won't get called crazy, so that people won't stab me in the back. And I kept thinking, am I doing something? Like, I kept having people start arguments with me while I was pregnant and after the baby was born. And I was like, what in the hell is going on? And then, you know, when I got hospitalized the third time, I started to realize spiritual warfare is real. I started going within. I started realizing, what is it that I'm doing that's contributing to these unhealthy, toxic cycles of me constantly feeling like someone is projecting onto me? What is it that I need to do so I can be at peace with my truth? And so when I started separating myself from toxic people, my health started going up. Like, I got a heart condition and things like that. My health started increasing. My peace of mind started increasing. I started being able to afford clothes. I couldn't even afford clothes when I was with them, you know? So now that I think back, you know, as I think back on my spiritual journey and how and why I'm here right now, I honestly don't know why I'm here in New York. You know, I don't even understand like fully what has been happening on this journey, but all I know is I'm gonna continue to speak my truth and be myself. Like, I don't feel bad when I talk about the hospital stints I had. You know, I'm 31 years young and I was narcissistically abused for 30 years straight from out the gate, you know? So I'm at a place now where I have a lot of information about narcissists and how to take their asses down. And a whole bunch of narcissists don't want me to talk. And so they keep trying to shut me up. And I'm gonna talk, because at the end of the day, I got a mouth and ain't nobody shutting me up. So the thing I love about New York City is that everybody just is in, like, not everybody, but for the most part, there's a whole bunch of different people here. You get on the train, you see people all kinds of different sorts of ways. It's so beautiful. I see why they do like magazine covers in New York, because like, and excuse me, in Paris and stuff. Because if you want to, you know, have a huge wig with a mini skirt, with whatever you got going on, it's fashion. Ooh, that stink. If you want to bring out a brand new baseball team, New York the place to do it. You know, the baseball team can have the most coolest ass uniforms you done ever seen, baby. But at the end of the day, New York is such a beautiful place to be. And so I'm so grateful to be here, because I remember when I was in North Carolina, it was sheep head heaven, man. If you want to hurt someone and abuse someone, go to the South, baby. You look different. The South, like, they're different. Let's target them. You come up here to New York, people want to, let's target them. They know they don't have that much power, but they create, I have power, especially if you're from the South. So because I'm from the South, I had a whole bunch of New Yorkers on some narcissistic shit for real. They was like, we gonna go above and beyond and sabotage you. And you don't know how we do things here. Well, I want to say thank you for introducing me to narcissism in New York City, because I learned some new information to put into my book of how to destroy narcissists. And here you can destroy a narcissist quite fast because they don't know how to slow down. Okay. And then with the information I have from the South about narcissists, honey, I'm a narcissist's worst nightmare, okay? So I want to say I'm so grateful to be here in NYC, because you really are able to just simply understand how deep this melting pot goes. So I'm so blessed to know that my youngest daughter is growing up in NYC. And I'm blessed to know that my oldest daughter has an understanding of Raleigh, North Carolina, or just North Carolina in general. So if you were here for that spiel, awesome. But if you're not, that's cool too. So we're going to start with dreams. You're in people's dreams. You got 4 piles. Use your imagination. Ugh. I'm not going to tell you how to, but pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay? We got 4 decks we're using. And I'll show you the deck that's being used for each pile. And without further ado, I'll see you at your pile. Hey, beautiful pile 1, you're in people's dream skin. Let's find out. We're using this beautiful deck. Sis doing her thing. Okay, we got 2 cards that came out. Well, 2 of pentacles. Pentacles. Knight of Cups. And 7 of Swords. And because I really like this New Yorker deck, I'm just going to get an overall energy of the dream. Yep, some narcissistic shit. Cold King of Knights. Okay. So, who's having a dream about you? A narcissistic ex-lover you discarded? These books, okay, so I'm gonna read the books and I'm gonna show you the pictures too, because the face is up here. It'll pass. Look on the bright side. What's the worst that can happen? So look at these faces. They like, God damn. So what's happening is the lies that were told on you by this person is catching up with them. They're trying to take on light worker attributes. And they're losing life force in everyday life as well. They're also getting psychically attacked. So in these dreams, these people can't talk. The entities they sent out to bother you in your dreams, bothering them in their dreams. So they wake up Personal hygiene is definitely going down. Whatever it is they sent out to bother you is bothering them in their dreams. They don't want to go to sleep. They're experiencing despair and dread. And it's a struggle to maintain stability, at least the idea of stability in real life. But the impact of these dreams is they're like, yes, it'll pass. Let's look on the bright side. What's the worst that can happen? But on the inside, it's a struggle. Information about the dreams. We have the Empress fell out with the Knight of Wands. For some of them, if you have a child with them, they lost their child. Yeah, they lost their child in the dreams. Like they try to get access to the child and they can't get access to the child. Oh, we got the Judgment card. Six of Wands. Five of Pentacles. So there's a lot of guilt eating through their immune system. Also, in real life, they're attracting opportunities that, like, people are using them for energy source, but they're not getting any money from it. It's like they'll get these. So I have an opportunity. It might be able to be good for you and your family. People seem sincere, genuine, just like the exes did to you, and they'll be like, "Yes, I'm about to do it. This is a great place to do it," and they end up feeling left out in the cold. But in these dreams, the worst fears is happening. It's like, so you probably notice while you're interacting with this ex, they're like in everyday life, but really their body's like, so for them to be feeling like, and their life force is breaking down. So when it dreams, they look like how they feel. They feel like how they feel. And their body's broken down. And something that they stole from you, they try to get to it. And it's just always out of their reach. So whatever it is of yours that they have that they're holding on to, when they wake up in the morning or whenever they wake up, they go and look and see, are you still here? Is it still here? And it seemed like it ain't going nowhere. So they just like, oh, it was just a nightmare. Then they keep having dreams of losing it. So with the Empress, whatever this person, an ex, took from you is definitely being returned to you. And are having dreams of not being able to get access to it. It's like a wall. For some, it could be like a little tiny window, and they're seeing, for some of you guys, they're seeing you and what they stole from you. It could be a pet for some of you guys. They're seeing future events where you're happy with it, and it seems as if they're not there with it at all. So when they wake up and they try to like, okay, it's still here, they're thinking to themselves, it was just a nightmare. But no, it's foreshadowing of things to come. So do not be upset with these people. Whatever they stole from you, they're going to be returning in an unsuspected way. That's it for pile 1. Hey, pal, too. So we're using this beautiful deck for you guys. I love these cards. Like, it's just family here. It's the family affair. I don't know if that's gonna come up in a reading, but family. Family. People's dreams, family. All right. Your family's dreaming about you. Let's get the cards. So we got you are sacred and warrior woman. See the overall energy of the dream. I heard shots fired. So I keep these cards here because it tells me a lot. So Queen of Swords, let me. Your family is having dreams of something that you're going to come out with. Like, when I say, like, they're seeing that all the pain that they put you through, you're going to create a physical product to transmute all that pain. And with your sacred, you're going to be well received for it. So in active present day life, this family could be just cursing your name. You know, I feel like they're having to play their role now because you're not there with them. They're trying like they're like people asking about you possibly, or will be asking about you, and they're like, "Oh, she's good," and so you're talking to her. Yeah, and people just sitting there like, you know, good, goddamn well, pal, too, don't talk to you. But your family, they not saying any like saying stuff about you like they used to. They literally just sitting there evil eyeing you, and you're protecting yourself from it. But your family is seeing you come out with something like an expose. It could be that, but the way it's gonna be a physical product, like shots fired. It's like, you know, how comedians talk about their pain. You could be the physical product, you know, but you're going to be viewing what you experience not from a place of bitterness, but from a place of lightheartedness. It's like the warrior woman in you is going to transmute that pain into something. Like if you a comedian, like I'm sensing somebody may even have to see a bobblehead of you while they in old age and sick, and they'll be like, I thought you was gonna finally stop fucking around. Okay, so I thought you were gonna give up. So we got sacred temple, rise, and darkness. So we also got another family member whose energy is more lighthearted, dreaming about you too. 10 of clubs and 2 of diamonds. Let me see. Yeah. They hear the sounds of your heart beat, pal, too. Like, whatever you may call the sounds of your heartbeat, they connect to it. Yeah, they connect to the sounds of your heartbeat. You help them face their fears. They got fears of people that they stand with or karmics. This is a family member where they tap into your heart space And you help them in everyday life by helping them face their fears. They may not be aware that it's you they tapping into, but they know it's the energy they be going to. And you help guide them through the darkness of dealing with karmic family members. And I'm not gonna lie, on a daily basis, whoever this is that be tapping into your heart space, that spirit allowed to tap into your heart space, they get tore apart on a daily basis for deciding to break generational curses. This could be your children. However, they understand there's a purpose for all the hardships they're experiencing. And the same people that bullied you are now trying to get close with the ones that you love, because they're afraid of losing the ones. They're afraid of losing somebody. Okay, so what I'm picking up, Power 2, somebody that you're close to is surrounded by some people that used to bully you. And now these people are trying to guilt trip these kids into staying with them because these people are going through, they're getting a lot of karma for how they treated you. I mean, they're getting a lot of karma. Their life is hard as hell. They can't catch a break. And these people see whoever it is you love leaving them like you left them, so they're trying to, keep whoever's dreaming about you, what they're going through on a regular life. It's like somebody is like trying to make them feel like, well, we're all we got together, we're family, when times is rough we stick together even closer. But when this person, they may fall for it for a moment or two, but when they go to sleep they dream of you, and you show them, we don't have to keep suffering like this. All you can do is change. And the people that abused you, who are afraid of losing something they stole from you, they're having dreams that they've been abandoned by what they try to hold on to that was yours. And they feel how miserable they're going to feel when they're in these old ages, if they do even make old ages, where they're just going to be sitting there watching you. So right now in present day life, the one that's high vibrational, who's having dreams about you, they're having dreams about your life. They're also able to tap into how those who's acting like, oh my gosh, I'll do anything for you, I love you, how they treated you. So that's why when they wake up in daily life and the people are like, well, we did this and that for them, they'll definitely be around for sure. They're highly disappointed because whoever it is that's dreaming about you is just like, I know what you did to such and such. Like the people that is trying to keep something of yours they stole, they're also sitting around very nervous and afraid of being caught. They're trying to low-key tone their life down, but they have so much conflict coming their way. So they're basically trying to take on this role as of like they're victims now. Like, all we do is sit in the house. We don't bother anybody. There's abuse taking place in these homes too. So to conclude this dream, that's some extra information. Okay, anybody who been bullying you, they're losing a lot. They're losing the thing that they love most. And when I say the thing that they love most, if they wanted to have a relationship with a pure-hearted being, that is being taken away. And it's not that like the pure-hearted being is like, I'm just gonna be cold-hearted to you or anything like that. The pure-hearted being is like, what you want and what I want are two different things, and I have to choose what's best for me. And if you're going to subject me to emotional abuse for choosing my path, I'm not going to be around you, because you have a choice of your own. You can choose to do what's best for you, but you're choosing not to, and that's not my path. So a lot of the people who's trying to hold on to something they stole from you, family members, whoever had a part to do in with taking something from you, they see their future lives where they're just miserable and they're just like, okay. What's I don't like that. They're just like they feel how they gonna feel, and they're trying to stop that from happening. So a karmic cycle may be closing up for you, pal, too. And you may be like, you may be experiencing some frustration because people trying to cover their tracks. But please stop fretting and relax. The more you relax, the more these people fret. Okay? Because what they took from you, they going to return, whether they want to or not. And they still going to suffer because they hurt a lot of people. That's it, pal, too. I just think about some tea. It's like tea. It's beautiful. I'm so grateful for tea. Like, tea is beautiful. Hey, about 3. Let's get into your people's dreams again. All right, we are using this beautiful deck here to feel your problems from another pile. Let's get the overall energy. Oh, the way that smoke is swirling is so beautiful. It's like the smoke is dancing. So beautiful. Okay, there's a lot of activity going on in the subconscious of pile 3. In fact, I forgot to mention for some. It wasn't meant to. I'm just gonna honor that. That failed. Priestess of Swords in reverse, which is will be considered Queen of Swords in reverse. And Shaman of Wands upright. I'm gonna show you guys the cards. We get the overall energy. Oh yeah, we're using the yeah. I love this thing. I love it. 9 of Wands and 2 of Wands. I'm also getting cold after drinking that tea. Let me get my jacket. Let me get ready to go out this house. You know, I need to get some fresh air. Maybe you guys should get some fresh air. Okay. Nope, no following. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I really had a strong taste for some tea when Pile 3 came up. And this is chamomile in a nice anise tea, so maybe you guys should relax and get some rest. Your minds, maybe. I don't know. Well, you got a lot of choices and options. Okay. All right. Clean it up. Okay, here we go. Well, you guys are very patient and dreamy, Pile 3. Like, I feel like you're unorthodox and it's welcomed. Yes, welcomed, unorthodox. Yes. So, with Priestess of Swords here. Ooh, hold on with Nine of Wands. People who are dreaming about you are people who have been trying to sabotage you. Like, they're hitting the wall trying to figure out why what they trying to do ain't working. It's very frustrating for them. With Shaman of Wands. Yeah, you guys about to blow up, Pal 3. You got about to be seen. I mean, you about to be seen in the public eye. Yeah, that's an interesting way. This is interesting. You guys about to be well received in the public eye, Pal 3. Like, can you excuse me, baby. You about to do a expose on something. You about to expose something in a very unique way. So on this King of Clubs, yeah, you about to Pile 3. You about to expose a whole bunch of stuff that happened in your life, family wise. You about to expose how a bunch of people have been impeding on your peace. You know, I feel like a lot of people made you think, well, this is normal when people do that. Get my jacket. No, they knew what they were doing was normal. It's like if you come out with what they been doing, these people gonna be looked at like fucking sociopaths. So in this picture, I'm gonna show you guys a witch. I'm not like saying witches do this, but they depicted this. Someone wants to get a book published, all right? Somebody gonna expose themselves too. Because the editor is like, what the fuck am I reading here? And the individual says it's a children's book with lots and lots of interesting recipes. So somebody who has been hurting children is about to tell on themselves. Like their ego is so big, they're gonna be like, I did it, but let me justify what I did. And because some form of witchcraft they used to do was working, it ain't working no more. They gonna be like, wait, you not letting me get away with this? You about to lock me up? So somebody about to get ratted on by somebody too. Oh shit. Somebody about to get ratted on. Okay, so somebody who been doing, oh, yo, pound 3, I don't even know. Look, this is something I don't even know, babies. I don't like the way this jacket looks. You know, I'm about to put on the jacket on because I'm getting ready to go out. It's a nice, warm day. Wonderful. Even if you just keep going, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there. That's enough for me, baby. Anywho, get some fresh air, power 3. But somebody is about to have that ego gonna be so big, they gonna be like, well, is that a matter in my eye? Yes, let me, forgive me. Authenticity. Okay, anywho. Somebody is gonna be like, I want to clean the matter out of your eye, and somebody else gonna be looking at the matter at their own in that person's eye. Okay, so power 3, before we get into the dream, spirit got some messages for you. Somebody about to tell on themselves, and somebody gonna be looking like, what? Also, somebody's about to be betrayed by someone they trusted. You see how it says it's deliciously trashy. The rat is like at peace with, you know, I eat trash. The seagull eats trash, but the seagull tries to act like I'm better than you. And whoever is supposedly better than, acting like they better than, somebody that been doing dirty work for them about to tell, because this right here is a book, baby. This rat got some information on a certain somebody. Somebody about to get exposed, baby. Also, your family life is about to heal as well on a deeper level, pal 3. So, yeah, we got the star card here. Let your freak flag fly. Yeah. But, so who is dreaming about you? I'm not getting no negative vibes. I'm also getting a bunch of, you know, information for you too. So take it. 10 of this. Community. I don't know, community. Yeah, you about to be well received. Whatever it is you do, it's about to be so well received. Power 3. Boy, let me tell you, somebody gonna be mad. Their ego's gonna be so big, honey. They gonna wish they had just what? Did some shadow work. Okay. We got the star in reverse and 4 swords. So yes, but yeah, I'm picking up on who dreamed about you, baby. Somebody who's dreaming about you is somebody who's unhealed and who they're not healed. They feel hopeless. They're not able to get a moment to breathe. Their chakras are off balance. And they're going through financial troubles. And they're treating people like shit. It's gonna be quite a few people, pal 3, because you about to be well known. I feel like in some of their dreams, nobody pays attention to them. So they just, in everyday life, they start arguments. Hold on, baby. Ooh, you know, this tea I got is balancing my chakras. So I'm feeling like my crown chakra, like, you know, it's like a tingle, a little tingle winkle.
Boy. What does tea do? Oh, that's what that tea do. Okay, I got you. I got you. What else that tea do? Yeah. Oh, snap. Okay. One more thing. What else does tea do? Okay. Okay. Ooh, watch out now. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for that beautiful, beautiful gift. Okay. But okay. So I'm getting cold. But yeah, who's dreaming about you is somebody who's unhealed. And it's because they chose not to heal. So subconsciously, hopelessness is coming up in the dreams. It's somebody who has lost hope that any of their dreams can come true. It's somebody who can't get no rest. All verbal westerns. Chilly exchange at the OK Corral. Uncalled for sarcasm at Lookout Ranch. Curtness at Red Rock Canyon. Silent treatment at Black Bear Creek. Harsh words at Lonesome Gulch. Yeah, these people are they going through it. Also, you got multiple people dreaming about you, pal. 3. You got somebody who's dreaming about having a peaceful home life with you. That's interesting. 8 of discs, 2 of wands. Okay. 5 of wands. 8 of clubs. Clubs. Okay. That's a lot of club energy here. I'm gonna show you the cards that I'm deciphering right now, okay? 5 of clubs, baby. Extreme Vanity Press, fall 2007. The best book in the world, bar none. My book is way better than Joe's. 547 pages of sheer nonstop amazingness. Throw all your other books in the garbage. Watch your back, Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, people who are in competition dreaming about you. People who been psychically attacking you, dreaming about you. They dreaming about you being on center stage. And you got recognition coming fast. This 8 of clubs here. So Moby Dick was hunted. I feel like you've been hunted, pal 3. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought blase continued inside. You gonna go viral for something that you just ain't really put much into. You just gonna be like, 8 of this. You gonna notice something that you've been working on before, like what? Anybody paying attention? And then the thing you go viral on is something that was effortless. 2 of wands in reverse, something effortless. And 3 of clubs. Those who've been planning and plotting and trying to make you feel as if you're crazy, they gonna be blown away because they gonna be like, what? How the fuck did that happen? Yeah. Those who try to make you feel left out gonna feel left out and just... This 9 of swords here, people try to make you feel left out. They gonna feel left out. We gonna get one more message because the way this reading turned is for 5-3. I'm just like, thank you, Spirit. We got 2 of swords. The Lovers in reverse. Some ex thinking about you, having dreams about you too. No, we don't care. You walked away for a reason. And
They seeing how their life about to play out without you. Yeah. We got Queen of Diamonds and Ace of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds, new from Wired Books. Teach yourself to eat canned oysters in 30 days. So somebody gonna be having going through poverty where they're gonna be losing the things they like, you know, like little treats and things like that they normally would like. I think I'm gonna go outside and go polish my nails under the sun where it will dry faster. Okay. Yeah, I'm working on getting outside the house today, y'all. But yeah, somebody who normally was able to eat wealthy and how they want to eat when they want to eat, they about to get real crafty and make what they have work. How to live on 1 hour of sleep per night. Yeah, people who been waging spiritual warfare against you starting to develop insomnia. And you too can wear painful shoes. They're people who've been trying to copy you, Pal 3. They're getting spiritual warfare that you would get. And learn to train squirrels for fun and profit. You about to be doing something fun. Yeah, you about to be doing something fun. Whatever that is, you know, with this Queen of Diamonds, I'm not necessarily picking up that you like money, but you be doing something that's fun. You have people trying to make a fool out of themselves to get your attention. But you be doing something that's fun. With the Queen of Diamonds, what I'm picking up here is you gonna be in your royalness energy and stuff. And you're gonna be setting standards. Y'all already setting standards. You can be getting recognition for it. And with Ace of Diamonds, we got Thomas Pengon's evil twin. Mud wrestle in my underwear on national TV while holding up a copy of my new book, No Problemo. A lot of people who done sold themselves out. Yeah, a lot of people done sold themselves out to hurt you. And none of the main ones gonna be their bodies breaking down. The ones who can't sleep, immune system's breaking down. Like the dreams all over the place for you guys, Pal 3. Like we see we're about to get desperate to do anything because you gonna effortlessly get, be seen and heard, and they're gonna be like, wait, if Pal 3 got seen, I could get seen. So, anywho, and you know how that reading turned out, Pal 3. I normally would be like, yeah, let me blah, no, we could just go do what it do, baby. Because let me tell you, Pal 3, you got the messages you needed. Hope that helped you and gave you an understanding. Go get some fresh air. Have a good day. Hey, Pal 3, 4. Okay, Pal 4, welcome. Let's see what's dreams. I would like some hoop earrings. Would I really like hoop earrings? I don't know. We gonna see. Pal 3. So, who's dreaming about you? Relationship healing with Archangel Raquel. Someone who's regal energy, calm, peaceful. What I'm picking up, this person don't take no shit. This person is royal, regal, and they're peaceful. So don't fuck up their peace or they'll fuck you up. You know. And with Merlin manifestation, this person, Power 4, is a master manifester. And they are one with the universe. And in this point in time, you're going to be having a rebirth, so they understand. Let's get some energy of the reading, Power 4. Yeah, you deaf from another pile. 2 of clubs. Da-da-da! And 10 of hearts. I got to make that complaint. So, you guys will be in the midst of wrapping up a karmic cycle. Gaining higher consciousness and becoming wiser about the world. Your solar plexus and root chakra, your sacral chakra gonna be lit during the time. This the sequel is coming. You in a brand new beginning. You see how this person walking up and down the road with a sign? It says the sequel's coming. Beautiful, good old New York City. Well, whoever dreamed about you, you won't be at a place where you like, I'm not settling. Because this Hamlet versus Amazon Prime, Hamlet says to buy or not to buy. That is the question. Definitely noble to shop locally, and yet free shipping. You're going to do what's noble and be true to yourself. So, what is going on with these readings of Power 4 and 3? Spirit, take the wheel. Jesus, compassion, removal of obstacles. So, Power 4, I'm not getting dream messages. I'm getting that you're gonna be experiencing more compassion from others. Obstacles gonna be being removed from your life. You know, like obstacles where I don't like Power 4, so I'm just fuck that shit up. Oh, Power 4 got through that. I'm gonna start another, you know, that's ending. Power 4, you're gonna be taking a road less traveled. Relax and don't pay attention to the background noise. The way that obstacles are being removed is the people that went up against you about to experience they gonna be betrayed by the same people they had to do their dirty work.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. So, also what I'm picking up, Power 4. Somebody who been doing, ooh, that was a hidden card under here. Somebody who been doing some dirty shit behind closed doors. Ain't be doing no more dirty shit no more. Don't worry about it. Just understand something is ending. We got compassion. And we got, okay. Jesus, take the wheel. So a lot of people who treated you dirty, they gonna want your compassion. Keep working on forgiveness, because these people don't, you're gonna be able to feel their energy. They're not gonna come in sincere, but this gonna be an opportunity for you to just simply forgive. Okay, goal is not for you to be like, Well, do you know what you did and how you did it and what you've done and you deserve to pay and blah, blah, blah. Just like, thank you. This is how it made me feel. But I understand I've done wrong and hurt other people too. So hey, I'm gonna keep it pushing. However, I don't want nothing to do with you, so keep it over there. If you don't respect my boundaries, I'll get a restraining order. You may have to set those boundaries with some people because they you may have to, okay? But don't feel like nothing weak about you. It's just evil men are dying. We got the King of Hearts and the Five of Wands. Hamlet by W.S. Act 1, Scene 1. An old castle interior. Enter Hamlet. Stage left. Hamlet. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see. These cards are cool. Like, I'm gonna go out in nature and just kind of, leave my cards at home, maybe take my cards. Okay, so I'm glad I took a break from that message because it's helping me get understanding. So, oh, I see what's happening here. So powerful. You about to meet a very compassionate, well-moneyed person that wants to invest into your dreams. You know, this person ain't the person to fuck around with, though. You know, I don't mean like, when I when I say that, I don't mean like, you gotta be scared of them. This ain't a person that like fuck with people that's like, I got a goal, I got a dream, I got a vision, and I want to make it happen. And then the people get the money and they start getting lazy and trying to just steal and shit. No, this person is highly aware of your work ethic, and they all about balance. So they not gonna be the type of people like, well, let me tell you something. I want to basically use you for all your creative juices. No, they literally gonna be the push you need. I don't know when you meet them, but it's sure gonna have a whole lot of people trying to be like, trying to compare themselves to you. Now, this what is on my card, dude? Because this is the New Yorker and it's about books. You may not be writing a book. Something else you may just be doing. And you may be starting a whole niche market. And a lot of people gonna be trying to get in on it, trying to make it dirty as shit. You see how ugly these faces is? It's called extreme vanity press, but they ugly. These people gonna look ugly doing what you doing. They gonna look ugly doing it. However, your obstacles are being removed quite quickly. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get one more message to Power 4, and I'm gonna get back out to my present day reality of learning to understand the world is not out to get me. Lord Ganesha. Thank you, Lord Ganesha. Mother Gaia, Mother Nature. You've been advised to go out into nature. Get to know Mother Nature. Yeah. I'm not getting any dream stuff for you guys. I'm just getting a whole lot of, go out into Mother Nature, ground, because you got a lot of success coming your way. And you want to be grounded. 6 of diamonds, 5 of spades. A lot of people about to be exposed, honey. So with the removal of obstacles above a 6 of spades, no, not spades, forgive me, but you moving into peaceful waters. With removal of obstacles over 6 of diamonds,
And it's happening too quickly. The lotus flower. You know how beautiful a lotus flower is. You're gonna be seen as such. And I'm noticing this saw tattoo on Lord Ganesha. There's gonna be a lot of people cut down. Oh shit. Somebody about to get ratcheted out, Power 4. Like, oh, what you're doing here? You trying to make me feel bad and we're eating the same trash? No, you shouldn't have did that. Somebody about to get betrayed. But yeah, you're gonna have a lot of help and support to help you get your obstacles removed, because you're being seen as this bold elephant in the room, bold elephant on the road, and it's inspiring a lot of people. And with Mother Nature here, it's safe for you to connect to your sensual side. Stop holding back on your sensual energy. Mother Gaia is very sensual. Okay? The time this video is being filmed is in spring. Do not let something that happened in the past stop you from living your best life. Explore your sensuality in a safe, healthy manner. And what else? I know I said I like cars, boy. What message, oh dear Lord. The Joker and Queen of Diamonds. Take a chance on yourself, Power 4. One day in the psychic bookstore. Information. Okay, well, I'm picking up here. Something you do real good gonna be sought after. Don't be like trying to be like, oh my gosh, let me, just go enjoy yourself, and then you get back to work if you're led to. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do, Power 4. You highly intuitive, okay? Anywho. You about to start receiving rewards for all your beautiful hard work. Enjoy it. But also make sure you keep up that stability within and out. Okay? Bye. I'm living my best life. I'm going